ready? Here we go. Say, welcome to this place. Welcome to this place. Welcome to this place, everyone. Welcome to this place. Oh, welcome to this place. Welcome to this place, everyone. Joy is offered here. Joy is offered here. Joy is offered here. Joy is offered here, everyone. Laugh and sing and play. We laugh and sing and play. And we don't feel so great. Cause love is offered here, everyone. Perfect and complete. We are perfect and complete. We are perfect and complete. We are perfect and complete, everyone. We all are shining stars and accepted as we are. Cause love is offered here, everyone. Learn and grow. We are here to learn and grow. We are here to learn and grow. We are here to learn and grow, everyone. And we want the world to know that we love each other so. Cause love is offered here, everyone. Welcome to this place. Welcome to this place. Welcome to this place, everyone. Welcome to this place. Oh, welcome to this place. Welcome to this place, everyone. Feel like clapping? Say, welcome to this place. Say, welcome to this place. Come on, say, welcome to this place, everyone. Keep it going, keep it going. Welcome to this place. Oh, welcome to this place. Welcome to this place, everyone.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Tucson. My name is Maria, and I am your host this morning. So let's take a moment to get grounded and settle into our space. I would like to invite everyone to take a few deep breaths, breathing in slowly, letting it out slowly. We are all a unique expression of the divine source, the one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is our life now. If you are setting an intention to experience a happier life, better health, more abundant living, you are in the right place. And know that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here. So welcome. I just want to remind everyone to put their phones on silent or airplane mode. And let me remind you that every Sunday before the service at 9:30, there is a 20-minute meditation in the prayer room in the Unity area. I hope that you all have a copy of the bulletin, and if you do not have one, please raise your hand. Looks like everyone's covered. What we have to look forward to next week, we have our first Sunday lunch bunch. So after the service, we'll be going to the Whole Foods. And we also have our intention keepers at 1:30 on Zoom. So welcome to those who have found us for the first time. We are so happy that you have chosen to be here with us today. If you have any questions, please find one of the practitioners after the service. And so that would be Sharon. Track her down. And after service, Sharon will be able to do individual prayer if that's necessary. So now let's go ahead and look on the front of our bulletin and do our mission statement. The Center for Spiritual Living Tucson is an inclusive, vibrant, spiritual community focusing on personal connection to our beliefs, principles, and practices of the science of life.
I honor the wholeness of all that we are, all of us together. Make the world of dignity and transformation. Celebrated in all, celebrating honor, fullness of who we are together. The world of dignity and longing, celebrated in all, celebrated in all. Let us honor fullness of who we are together. We create love, dignity, transformation. Celebrated in all, celebrated who we are together. Create one dignity, only celebrated in all, celebrated. Transforming, dignifying, celebrated all we are, celebrated. Please join me for 3 minutes of meditation. Please join me for invocation prayer. I know there is one infinite divine mind that is everywhere present. This infinite divine mind, I call it God, it has many names. It is infinite, it is abundant, it is here loving and moving and having its being as me. And I know this is true for you. This oneness, this wholeness, this allness, this great pleasure is to live through us, to guide us, to protect us. I know that the law of God surrounds me with love and friendship. I know it surrounds you with love and friendship. I permit this love and friendship to flow out to all things, to all people everywhere. I let it radiate in my environment. I let it bless everything I touch. Make whole that which is weak. Turn fear into faith and accomplish the miracle of healing through love. Whatsoever things are good and true, I shall think upon. This I shall remember, but the Spirit is not far off. I will remind myself that I live in the divine presence, that my affairs are in the keeping of the eternal mind. I live, I move, and have my being in wholeness. Peace, poise, and power belong to my kingdom. I'm grateful, knowing that there's always the oneness, this loving presence that always hears my prayers. It always hears your prayers. I'm grateful today to be here with all of you. Grateful for Sharon and all the people and the musicians, everybody that makes this possible. I bless this place. I bless our center. And with gratitude, I send it into the law. We all sing, so it is.
So it is. So it is.
That was a prayer read from this thing called you. Favorite. So now if you would, I'm going to read the spiritual thought in our program. And then we're going to do the affirmation together, but I'll read the affirmation first, and then we'll read it together. The world we want is one in which all people, regardless of their appearances, are treated with dignity and respect, one in which these factors do not have a bearing on safety, employment, and opportunity. We want a world that acknowledges and appreciates the complexity of everyone and everything. A world in which transformation is celebrated and not repressed. That is from Alok, Vaid-Menon, Beyond the Gender Binary. Affirmation, I'll read it first and we'll read it together. I embrace the wholeness of life, knowing that the same divine presence lives within all creation. Grounded in our shared unity, I honor the sacred connection that makes us one. I embrace the wholeness of life, knowing that the same divine presence lives within all creation. Grounded in our shared unity, I honor the sacred connection that makes us one. Get up, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. Get up, stand stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Preacher man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know life is really worth. It's not all glitters and gold. Half the story's never been told. So now you see the light. Stand up for your right.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Say, get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Most people think free God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you will look for yours on earth, and now you see the light. What you do?
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Life is your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. We're sick and tired of the ism, schism game. Die and go to heaven in a Jesus name, Lord. But we know and we understand the mighty God is living now. We can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all of the time. So now you see the light. Hey, stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Nice. So Phil, joining us online. Good to see Lou and Marilyn back. Good to see all of you this morning. So we've been talking about wholeness all month, and I love the choice of song because we've been talking a lot about wholeness within ourselves, right? Week 1 we had no bad parts, and accepting all of us, even those parts that are labeled bad by ourselves and others. If spirit is all there is, how can anything be bad, right? And then we talked about who we are is how we are, how our beliefs shape our world. And, we have our saying, change our thinking, change our lives. And then last week, Sabrina talked about what we believe, and spirit is expressed in and through all of life. And I love that she brought up, if I have a walker, can I still claim wholeness? If we have some defects or disability or something that appears less than whole, are we still whole? And I loved her discussion about that. We are God in action. And so we are whole, perfect, and as Eugene Holden said yesterday in our workshop, and continuously growing, because we're never complete, right? We're always growing. So I love that shift in perspective yesterday. He also said, we are God in action, and I am an instrument of the infinite. So today, I wanted to turn our gaze into the world. Our talk title is A World That Values All of Who We Are, and we could have a talk again about the world valuing who I am and who you are, Lisa, all these people as individuals, but I really want to turn our gaze outward into the world. Do we live in a world that values all of who we are collectively. And many of us might look around and say, no, we don't. There's a lot of marginalization based on expression, freedom of expression, how we present ourselves in the world, around ethnicity, culture, nationality, skin color, our ideologies. Do we remain divided on our perceived differences, or can we bridge these differences with our shared values? And finally, I want to make sure that we bring in the environment, that we include our planet and all the life on our planet. Do we value all of what our planet has to offer? So our contemplation to question this week asks us, how do we create a world that works for everyone and all of creation? And I thought we would start with expression. And how judgy do we get when someone shows up unexpectedly, right? And I bought this little book a while ago because I was having trouble wrapping my head around they, them pronouns. And every time, somebody asked for that, I would hit a roadblock. I have trans friends. One of my friends, Leo, I knew him as Leona. And sometimes I trip because my experience with him is as a female. But he is expressing as a male now, and I and all of his friends love him, and he is living his true self. I bought this book because it is all about getting beyond the male and female concepts and how do we accept people showing up as their true and authentic self. And in their book, they say discrimination against gender nonconforming people happens because of a system that rewards conformity and not creativity. Rather than celebrating people who express themselves on their own terms, you repress them. So what do we do as individuals when we encounter who shows up unexpectedly? I remember in grade school, all the girls wore dresses, and probably aging myself here, but all the girls wore dresses and all the boys wore pants, and that was our uniform. We didn't have uniforms per se, but girls couldn't wear pants in school. And it was like, what? But that just shows how we make this stuff up, right? This is all stuff that we make up. What is your reaction if you see a man in a dress, or in heels? I have a lot in my Facebook content of very flamboyant, outgoing people that show up unexpectedly. And one of my current favorites is, he's Kadeem on Point. He's, I'm assuming he's a male because he's very masculine physique, and he does ballet on point, women's roles. Gorgeous to watch. His movements are perfect. He is art in action. It is so beautiful. And of course, RuPaul, we have to bring him into the conversation and his drag races and where that has helped to normalize some of that flamboyancy of big self-expression. And some of the makeup that the drag queens wear, I'm just like, But this morning I was thinking, I don't know if you're familiar with the old Drew Carey show and the secretary Mimi and her clown makeup and how we all got to work around our judgments around her makeup as well. So there's so many ways for us to show up. How do we, when people are living their authentic selves, how do we respond to that? Are we welcoming and opening and accepting? Or do we have that little judgy voice in our head like, oh my goodness? And what came to me this morning is that when I notice those little judgy voices, because, I'm human and I'm still working and evolving, right? I'm not perfect yet, not complete. I make sure that little judgy voice, stays inside my head. Right? And then I move to open my heart and look beyond the appearances into who this person is, what they are expressing, allowing them to show up authentically. And then I thought about how are we with same-sex couples? do they have permission to show their physical, expression of love for each other in public as heterosexual couples do? I know a lot of gay and lesbian couples who don't express that, when I lived in Northern California, Guerneville is a hub for gay lifestyle. And so men are openly walking down the street, holding hands, kissing in public. But how much permission in the general society do these people have to express? They're just basic. I'm not saying making out and get a room kind of stuff. Just general, I love you. I'm going to hold your hand. How judgy do we get when we see somebody? How comfortable do we make these people? Do we allow these people to be in public? And then I think about ethnicity, cultural, race, which there is only the human race, right? But color of skin. And I think about immigrants in this time in our country, right? And my mom is first generation. My grandparents on my mom's side are German and Swedish. They immigrated to this country to escape Hitler. Hitler was on the rise. I actually have currency signed by Hitler from Germany because inflation was going so rampant at the time as World War II was starting to ramp up, that they were issuing money left and right. And my grandmother brought some of that with her. I have that. So they were escaping a situation where people today are escaping situations where they are not safe in their homes. And they're coming to America with a dream. And we are not welcoming. Our culture says that we welcome these people. Our foundation of our nation is based on immigrants. Now, Black people mostly did not have a choice, right? We brought them here. And the same with Chinese people. We brought a lot of those people who work on railroads. Mexican people, well, we took their land and then called them invaders and used them as cheap labor. And we continue to do that today, but now we want to deport them. We don't, most likely in this room. But the culture right now that's prevailing. What do you do when you hear somebody speaking a different language? We're pretty used to Spanish here where we live. Spanish is the second language here. But what if, I was walking my dog in my local park and somebody was on the phone speaking what sounded like Arabic? And, what do I think about that? Or Japanese or Russian or some other language that's not familiar to you. Now, those that travel, we get to hear that and open ourselves to that. Can we honor and celebrate our cultural differences? Food, clothing, experiences of the world. I brought the books that I'm referencing today, so this is one of them. And Sharif Abdullah, in Creating a World That Works for All, talks about when he visited Sri Lanka in 1997, and I'm just going to read it rather than typing it all. In the canteen, where the food is served, the foreigners are treated differently from the native Sri Lankans. To summarize the differences, foreigners, which are the visitors and the workers, eat from china plates, and Sri Lankans eat from a wide, shallow bowl made of metal. Foreigners get served at a special table reserved for them. Sri Lankans eat at all the other tables. Foreigners are served family style from platters of food. Generally, they have twice as much food available as any human being could possibly eat. Does that sound familiar as Americans? Mm-hmm. Just go to any restaurant, right? I'm always looking, where's the small plate? And I still end up taking food home. If eating alone, a person is served enough food for 2 on the platters. A group of 6 is served enough for 12. Sri Lankans get their food by going to the kitchen door, where they are given a plate heaped with rice and all the same curries that are found on the foreigner's table. And if they're still hungry, after eating their first serving, they simply go back to the kitchen and get another plate of food. So Sharif continues, after observing the system carefully, I came to the conclusion that it provided the best way to serve a large group of people, representing different cultures, different gastronomic capacities and tastes, and different eating styles and habits. But some Westerners, and especially Americans, who have been through diversity training, see things differently. They loudly protest the privileges of having more food, china plates, and table service. A few, totally disregarding the Sri Lankan culture and courtesy, will try to get their food in the kitchen line, which confuses everybody. Because it is a Sri Lankan custom to offer abundant food and hospitality to guests. The Americans who try to be culturally correct will still find a china plate and generous servings waiting for them after they have stood in line for a Sri Lankan plate. So Sharif says, I remind the Western guests who want to reject their perceived privileges in food distribution that the system works for the Sri Lankans. It works because of three principal factors. And he talks about enoughness. There was enough food for everyone. No one was denied food. Everyone went away totally satisfied. There's exchangeability, that either group could be fed if they exchanged the delivery system. They may be uncomfortable, but they would still be fed. And finally, he said that there was a common benefit, that ultimately nobody's harmed in the delivery of this food. So that kind of brings us to ideology. Can we celebrate people showing up as their authentic selves culturally? Can we honor our cultural differences? And how do we bridge those divisions that we're experiencing in the world? Can we notice our uncomfortableness and honor our uncomfortableness while honoring the delivery system, right? So in his book, he talks about the stories of humanity. And our story has evolved from the keepers, which is the original story, the indigenous people who live in harmony with the land. They honor and respect, and there is a give and take with the earth and all its creatures. They believe humans and the earth and all its creatures are interconnected. Our current story, which is the dominant story today, is the breaker story, which is consumerism without disregard for consequences. We believe the earth and all its resources are for us to use. And I keep hearing the voice of, in the Bible where God says, okay, Adam, you get to name all the animals and you're in control and in charge, dominion. And somehow we've interpreted that to mean domination instead of caring for. The emerging story, the story that is coming out now, and I believe that book was published in the late 90s, is the Mender story. And that is that we can heal the planet. Menders believe the earth and humans can be healed from excesses and exclusivity, and that we can live our daily lives in support of this healing. The Keeper story points us to the indigenous wisdom that teaches us how to live in harmony with the earth and with all life in its forms and with each other. But we're kind of past, I really like my car, and I like electricity, and I like running water in my house. So we're not really at a place in our evolution to go back to that really living on and with the land. I don't know how many in this room would really give up some of our comforts. But we can certainly address how we interact with our planet and be more conscientious. Chief Seattle said over 160 years ago, all things are connected. What befalls the earth befalls the sons of the earth. This we know. The earth does not belong to him. Man belongs to the earth. All things are connected. I think I misprinted that word. All things are connected in the blood that unites us all. Man does not weave the web of life. He is merely a strand of it. Wherever he goes, whatever he does to the web, he does to himself. And as I said, most of us would be hard to go back to that lifestyle. And the breaker story that is breaking down says that we have to focus on the differences and not on our common values and goals. That breaker story is rooted in more, and a selfish desire to hoard more money, more stuff, more whatever it is. We need more. And we're never satisfied, right? Once we get whatever it is that we think we want and need, then we're looking for that next thing. And so there's never satisfaction. There's never actually fulfillment with this mentality. and it ignores the needs of others. I need this, I don't care about you. And it's not sustainable, right? It creates competition. And while we know that we live in this infinite universe and that resources must be shared and distributed, not hoarded and collected, the billionaires and the goal to be the trillionaire on the planet is not sustainable for anyone, and we're all experiencing that today. Right? How much money? In One Moment of Choice, it's essentially an essay book with a whole bunch of different writers talking about a bunch of different stuff. John Perkins has an essay, Reasons for Optimism, Transitioning to the Life Economy, which gives us a way of identifying the death-like economy and a life economy. So in a death economy, the goal is to maximize short-term profits for relative few. The life economy, the goal is to serve public interest and maximize long-term benefits for all. Death economy is predatory, encouraging businesses to prey on each other, people, and the environment. A life economy, it values the quality of life, services, and activities above materialism and extraction. Death economy ignores externalities in measuring profits, gross domestic product, and other yardsticks, other financial yardsticks. And in a life economy, it helps hungry people feed themselves. Those without shelter secure it. Those who are sick, access to treatment. And those without resources to find some or even to create their own. Death economy places higher values on jobs that promote competition, such as venture capitalists, lawyers was his example. I found that a little amusing. So promoting venture capitalism or promoting competition rather than those which enrich life. His examples were teachers and musicians. And life economy it places high value on jobs that enrich life, such as artists, volunteers, teachers. And it rewards investors who support these characteristics. In a death economy, it classifies plants, animals, and the entire natural world as resources to be used for human benefit, while failing to respect and protect nature, thereby causing massive extinctions and other irreversible problems. And that's a lot of what we're seeing today. My heart breaks every time a national forest is lately been reduced, or let's go and drill for some short-term gain. A life economy is based on a foundational knowledge that humans are in a symbiotic relationship with our planet, and that we must respect, honor, and protect the natural world. So the emerging Mender story is inclusive and it's equitable, and it celebrates diversity. It celebrates the gifts and talents of everyone. Each culture and tradition brings value to the conversation. Creativity is honored and valued, and we need a new thought to heal the planet and the societies. And so that's where that diversity, your experience is different than my experience. And so we bring together these ideas based on our experience and our history. And the bigger the pool of ideas, the more we can create, the more outside of our boxes create. I was talking to Gail before service. I talked to Reverend Jonathan, pulled me aside last week and said, if I get 3 more people, I'm going to teach Emerson Ministerial School in the January. And many of you know I'm looking at that track for ministry. And she asked, well, how many is, enough? And I'm like, I don't know, but we do know that in a class, the more people that bring ideas into the mix, the richer the class is. I personally don't like a class under 5 people. 5 is kind of my personal minimum. Because the more people that are involved, the more ideas, the more experience, the more exploration each person has and brings into the table, the more that opens up all of us into a new experience and a new idea about something. My idea is my idea, and I need your input. I need other influences. So this week, our what is mine to do practice is to make an effort to engage with something that makes you question your labels and stereotypes. And the suggestions were to read something with a different point of view, or to watch a show. Oh, you know what? I'm actually right there. As I was driving over here, I was thinking, I got a survey, and I'm a sociology major, so surveys are hugely important in sociology. We want to know what y'all think, right? And the first question in the survey has to do with, should we teach critical race theory in schools? And my answer was yes. The more I went through the survey, the more right-leaning this survey was, the more conservative the wording of it was, and it said feel free to make comments, and I was like, this question is extremely biased, just the whole wording. And at one point, I thought about throwing the survey away and not responding, and I said, no, my left side values should be expressed in this. I don't care if you're fishing for money or you want to send me your literature. I don't know what you're fishing for, but you sent me a survey and you need to have these other sides. So engage in something that that is not, it made me uncomfortable as I was going through it. Like I said, I almost threw it away. So read something, engage in something with a different point of view. The next suggestion is to watch a show or a movie that looks at the world from a different point than yours. And many of you know, I've mentioned it before, maybe 13 years ago, I started watching Korean dramas. And the way I do my TV schedule, rather than fishing every night for a show or binging something through it's done, I kind of go the old school. I'm like, Monday night is the show, Wednesday night is K-drama night. And so I always have a Korean drama going. I just finished Bon Appetit, My King, which was about a modern day Korean chef. Did you watch it?
Yes.
It was so charming. Gets thrown back into the past, and love story happens, and there was a happy ending, even though she got taken back. She eventually got brought back. Spoiler alert! Brought back to the her correct time. He came forward in time. We don't know how. But, they find each other. All her people from the 1600s in the kitchen are now her kitchen staff, and she's like, "Wow, that's so cool!" They've got different names but the same faces. But all of that, and I love the historical ones, and I don't know the history of Korea. I don't know how true any of it is. But it gives me a different perspective, right? And the modern ones show me modern Seoul, modern Korea. It's actually one of my pilgrimage places that I want to go and see where some of these shows have been filmed. I also love foreign movies. It's a way of traveling without actually leaving the country. To watch something taking place in a different country, in a different language. And I always recommend read the subtitles, listen to the language, hear it, because there is a richness even if you don't understand it. Getting out of your own comfort zone, and then of course travel, actually going there. And I did ask James if he were because he just recently did, amazing travel trip. And I would love to hear about it. You ever want to write a blog? Anyway. Or what? Go to your YouTube channel. Go check it out. He's got a YouTube channel. So you can support him that way in his future travels. So different ways of doing things. And then on the recycling thing. Give that thing that you have to have a second thought before you buy it. You really need it. Is it something that really resonates? And a lot of times, if I want something really frivolous, I walk away from it. And if I still want it, like a week later, and it's still coming up, and it's like I recently bought a fan from a guy online to support his Black gay-owned online business, and it's and it's this giant fan. It says Love Wins, and I love it. But, I waited several weeks because it's frivolous. Do I really need this thing? And ultimately I found that I did. But a lot of things I find in a couple of weeks, it's like, no, it's just another thing. So give it some time, because protecting our planet is not on the recycling, how we dispose of our goods. It's on the front end of what are we purchasing first. So I'm going to close with a quote that was from my Insight Timer this past week by Robert Pirsig. I don't know who this gentleman is, but I love the quote. The place to improve the world is first in your own heart and head and hands. And so with that, let's go ahead and take that into prayer. Knowing that we are one with this divine, infinite source, that this one by any name is life, it is love. It is the breath that we breathe, and that we all share the same air, and that this air is infinite, and it is abundant, and it is equally available to all. And I know that this one God, this one Spirit, this one love, this one life expresses itself in, as, and through each of us. And that however we show up, that we show up as our authentic self, that God does not need any curtains, any veils, make itself presentable. That however we choose to show up, that we are showing up in full Godness. That we allow our lights to shine brightly, that we allow our gifts and talents, knowing that they are uniquely ours, that we know that each of us with these unique gifts and talents are exactly suited to the perfect moment, place, and time that we are positioned. And so each of us in this room are perfectly positioned in this time of history, to make a difference. And whether that is just on a personal level of upgrading our thoughts and allowing our heart to expand when we notice we are challenged, to going out and taking action in the world. And however that looks to you, I know that it is perfectly heart called, that it is a soul calling, that we are placed here to be the light in the world, that we are here to example acceptance. We are here to example wholeness. And as we example it, we grow it within ourselves. We know it within ourselves. And so I am grateful for this opportunity. I'm grateful for everyone who says yes, and grateful for those who resist and say, I don't know, because that shows me my growing edge as well. So I am grateful for all of it, no matter what. Grateful for this teaching. Grateful for the love in this room. I release this word into the law of yes and more, and all is well. And we anchor it by saying, and so it is.
So it is.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let my steps reveal the path of peace.
Let my steps reveal the path of peace.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me
Love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me learn from all the ways I've gone.
Let me learn from all the ways I've gone.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all. share love. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way.
So our baskets are in the back for cash or checks here. You can, of course, send money, Zelle money. There's all the ways. And you're watching later online. I'm just going to give the text to tithe is 616-800-8252. So let's go ahead and affirm our good with our tithing gratitude in the program. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now, and so it is.
Please stand up, sing this last song with us, and let's say thank you again to Chris Wheeler, James Gunn, and Ian Sage for singing with us today. Thank you. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Thank you, Michael.
Thanks, guys.
Good job.